Hello everyone, SC Knife Guy here doing a quick review and giving you my thoughts on Bear Grylls survival knife. Pretty handy. I actually like it a lot. There's been a lot of comments and stuff about this knife saying that it is a little cheap and some people wouldn't really trust it bringing it out into the bush with them. They rather take a little bit of more of an expensive knife with them, but I've been out camping with this. That's as far as I've gone with it, and it has done its job pretty well. Looking at the back of it here, you have a little bit of a signal guide, and it does come with a little pamphlet that you can shove in the back here. Mine ended up in the bush somewhere, so hopefully I was able to, retain a little bit of the information on it. But also in the back here, you do have a little bit of a belt loop. And then up top here, there's another belt loop. And then another one here. So if you wanted to mount it this way or this way, you definitely could. Going to the front of it, there is Velcro here holding the handle in. And I would definitely recommend having that like that, because if you open this up, the knife blade itself, as if you can hear it, pretty shaky both ways. It is held in there by a little bit of retention. This is kind of a clip here that holds it in. But just so you wouldn't lose it or anything, the Velcro is there, and it keeps it fairly sturdy. And then opening it up, there's actually another Velcro strip here. Opening it up here, there's actually a cool little toy in the back. Nice little sharpener. So if you're out in the bush and you've done a lot of batoning with this knife, or whittling, you can sharpen it right back up. Close that, and I'll show you guys the knife. So here's the knife here. One cool thing is it kind of comes with a little lanyard on the back here with a whistle, and it does work. For people's ears' sake, I'm not gonna blow it, but it does work, and it is kind of a drop point, fine edge serrated blade, and it's fairly decent. I'm not a huge fan of serrations, and you'll see in some of my other videos I do talk about that quite frequently. I end up buying knives with serrations and using them, and not a huge fan. Being able to sharpen the entire blade, without any special tools or anything, is kind of what I like a lot more. But for what it is, I think this knife was about $60 at Canadian Tire, so I figured, why not? I'll get it with the serrations. But it is a fairly decent blade. It also comes with these holes here. And reading a little pamphlet, these holes here are actually, if you do want to secure it to a stick, or like a longer stick, like a pole leg, you can fashion it as a spear. And the handle is super grippy, super nice. I really like the handle, and it's kind of ergonomic. It fits to your hand, and it does have a little bit of a finger loop here. And I don't ever see myself dropping this thing in hand, and it really helps. Like, the handle really helps because it has a pommel on the back as well. And I've used it for tent stakes and stuff like that, and I have never had it slip out of my hand. Plus, it does have a little bit of a thicker guard here. One thing I'm not a huge fan about the actual handle of the blade is it does have jimping, but if you really want to give it a little bit more pressure on, whatever you're whittling, I find I choke up a little bit more, and this part here digs into the meat of your thumb a little bit. Not a huge fan of it. So if you were looking for a survival blade, maybe something that's a little more narrow here, or flattened down, I should say. Other than that, it's done wonders for me out in the bush so far. And it slides back right in here. It does click in. It does have a little bit of a latch here, but really doesn't stay in the greatest. But taking out the knife again here, I'll show you also on the outside. This little thing with the orange handles is a fire starter. And on the back of the blade here, it actually has a little bit of a, if you guys can see that, like a little circle with a flame there. You're actually supposed to use the back of the blade and hold it up to here and use it to strike. And I'm not going to do that inside because I don't want to burn my house down, but it's definitely really handy out in the bush. But there you guys go. Bear Grylls survival knife. Would I take it out to the bush with me again? Absolutely. Definitely a nice knife. A little harder to sharpen, but it doesn't really keep a great edge, but it's fun to use. So $60 a Canadian Tire. Right on. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you liked this video and found it handy, like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Have a great day, guys.